Loving others used to come so easily. As kids, we're naturally quick to trust, quick to forgive, quick to love others. Strangers almost immediately become friends. It's why we have to tell kids not to climb into shady-looking vans and accept candy from people they don't know. They trust and love everyone immediately. Kids are more innocent, but they're also more ignorant. And sometimes ignorance is truly bliss. Shorter memories, fewer insecurities. What's not to like about being a kid? But with each year that passes, it seems like loving people gets a little harder. At some point, our hearts become jaded, cynical, and skeptical. We become slow to trust, slow to forgive, slow to love others. We look for ways to keep our neighbors at a distance. Our relationships now seem to come with scorecards that we use to keep track of how well the other person is loving us. Kids' soccer games and birthday parties are easy to forget, but the mistakes of certain family members never leave our heads. Friends slowly become strangers. The older we get, the more difficult love becomes, as our relationships and our lives get more complicated. If I'm honest, most days I struggle to love anyone. I've never struggled to love people more than I have the past couple of years. But love is everywhere. Love is something we hear about, post about on social media, and sing about. It's a word we wear on our shirts and even get tattooed on our bodies. For many of us, when the word love leaves our lips, it sounds soft and fluffy, beautiful, like sunshine, fairy tales, and unicorns. Who wouldn't want to love others when love is so great? If you're a decent human being with a soul, love is a banner you should carry. Yet now, more than any other time, at least it feels this way to me, love seems absent from our attitudes, words, and actions. We say we love others, but we really don't. Instead, we're quick to shake our fist at drivers, judge the stranger who looks strange, and trash the person online who thinks differently than we do. We gossip behind the backs of our coworkers and daydream about body slamming certain family members. Instead of loving people, we hurt, belittle, and overlook them. Here's the deal, though. Do you remember when your kindergarten teacher wrote the rules of your classroom in the upper right-hand corner of the chalkboard? Can you picture it? Rule 1, raise your hand. Rule 2, respect your classmates. And that's all there was. Pretty easy, right? Well, Jesus does the same thing with us when it comes to love. Rule 1, love God. Rule 2, love others. Rule 3, there is no rule 3. That's it. Just do those first two over and over. According to Jesus, these two loves are the most important things. Simple, right? Maybe. But even with Jesus in our hearts, loving people is much easier said than done. Whether you've been following Jesus for decades or you're still on the fence about God, loving people can be painful, uncomfortable, exhausting, and even grueling at times. Love can hurt. And Jesus didn't just talk about love generally, teaching about love from a stage to an adoring crowd. Instead, Jesus loved people personally. He got face to face with people. He didn't just talk about love, he loved specific people. Sick people, bad people, normal people, broken people, religious people, judgmental people, awkward people, overlooked people, contagious people, ugly people, different people who are different in every possible way, difficult people who were so incredibly hard to love. Jesus knew their stories, who they were, their names, their status, or their lack thereof, and he loved them anyway. Jesus shows us that knowing people's stories is the path to fully loving them. The pathway to love always begins with a story. Not our stories, but their stories. We can't love people if we can't truly see them. And we can't really see and know people without knowing their stories. That brings us to the journey this book is going to take us on. This isn't a book on 3 steps to loving better. This book tells us the stories of 27 people and 1 school who opened my heart to loving more fully. Each of these people has taught me something about loving others. I showed love to some of these people But in every case, I was on the receiving end of love. In many ways, they ended up showing me what love is all about. Some of these people are close friends. Others are strangers I crossed paths with only for a short time. None of them are famous. None of them have huge platforms or special talents. Maybe you can relate. On the surface, these people might appear to be quite normal, but they're anything but. The truth is, no one is normal. We all have our own unique stories. The stories here aren't always polished or pretty. In fact, some of them don't have happy endings or any ending at all yet. But these stories and these people have taught me how to love better, how to love more fully, and how to love as Jesus does, more than any textbook or how-to guide ever could. My hope is that they will do the same for you too. Before we meet them though, let's talk about what love is. Actually, let's talk about who love is. You see, love has a name.